So good morning students. Today I am going to cover some of the remaining questions of 2.6, exercise 2.7 and a new exercise, a new chapter 3.1, okay, that is data handling. So I'll give you an introductory part of data handling using some examples of your exercise 3.1, okay. So without wasting any more time, let's start doing some questions. But before that, I just request you all watch these videos that we are uploading on Ursel, because these videos are for you, not for us, okay. And you all need to submit your work on time, plus you all need to attend the Zoom sessions so that you can ask your doubts, your queries in those Zoom sessions, okay. Now the first question is, you need to multiply a decimal number with a whole number, right? So you need to multiply 6 with 0.2. So how to multiply these values, I'll explain you, okay. Okay, I'll take some different color. So now the first question is, okay, so this is the first question that you need to multiply. So 0.2 can be written as multiply by 6. So I can remove this decimal and put 10 on the denominator, right? Now you have 6 twos are 12 on the numerator, and in the denominator you have 10, right? So if you have 10 in the denominator, then put a decimal after 1, or you can say after first digit, okay. Or you can write, or you can say you need to put a decimal before 2, right? So if you remove this decimal, you will get 12 divided by 10. Similarly, 2.71 when multiplied by 5, again it has two methods. Either you directly multiply 2.71 with 5, or what you can do is, so this is 5 ones are 5, 5 sevens are 35, 5 twos are 10, plus 3 is 13. So after decimal you have 71, right? 71. So you need to put decimal here, right? After 13 or before 5, right? Or what you can do is, or you can write like this, or the next method is 2.71 when multiplied by 5. So you just need to remove this decimal and put two zeros on the denominator, that is 100, okay. Now 271 multiplied by 5 will give you 1355, right? So this is divided by 100. So you have 100 on the denominator, so put decimal before 55. So this is your answer. This is how you need to solve these questions, okay. Now the next question is, find the area of the rectangle, okay. I'll just use some different color, okay. Now find the area of a rectangle whose length is 5.7 centimeters and width 3 centimeters. So the area of a rectangle, so the area of rectangle is length into width, that is 5.7 multiplied by 3, or you can write 5, remove this decimal, put 10 in the denominator, multiply by 3, okay. So 57 into 3 will give you 3 sevens are 21, 2 is in the carries, 3 fives are 15, 16, 17 divided by 100, divided by 10, sorry. So put a decimal before 1, after 7 and before 1, okay. So you can write 17.1. So this is your answer, okay. So if you have 100 in the denominator, then you put this decimal before 7. If you have 1000 in the denominator, then you put decimal before 1, before this one. Okay, so this is how you need to calculate the values. So 17.1 centimeter square is your answer, right? Okay, any doubt? If you have any doubt, you people are free to ask me in the Zoom session. Okay, now you need to multiply 2.5 with 3. Okay, so you need to multiply 2.5 with 3. So 2.5, now you have decimal, so just remove this decimal, you will get 10 in the denominator. Similarly, you will get a 10 in the denominator. Now 25 threes are 75, and in the denominator you have 100. Now you have 100 in the denominator, so before 75 you will put a decimal, right? So this is your answer. So 75 divided by 100 can be written as 0.75, right? Now the next question is 0.1 when multiplied by 51.7. Just remove this decimal from here, put 0. Similarly, remove this decimal, put 10 here. So 517 multiplied by 1 when give you 517 divided by 100. Now you have 100 in the denominator, so put a decimal after 5, or you can write before 1. Okay, 5.17. So you need to count the values, you need to count the digits from extreme right hand side. Okay, like you have 100, that means 2 zeros, right? You have 100 in the denominator, that means 2 zeros, so you need to put a decimal before two digits before, from the extreme right hand side. So from extreme right hand side you need to put decimal before 2 digits. Okay, that means before 17. Okay, similarly you have 0.2 when it is multiplied by 316. Okay, please wait. So 0.2 when multiplied by 316.8, so you just remove this decimal and you will get 10 here. Similarly, remove this and you will get 10 here. Now multiply 2 with 3168, so you will get 2 8s are 16, carry 1, 6 2s are 12, plus 1 13, 2 1s are 2, and 3 and 3 2s are 6 divided by 100. Now again you have 100 in the denominator, so count 2 digits from the extreme right hand side, so put a decimal before 2 digits. Okay, that is 36, so you need to put a decimal before 36. Okay, this is how you need to solve these questions. Okay, now the next question is, now this is question number 1 of your exercise 2.7. okay, I'm intentionally leaving some questions for you all as a homework, but if you have any doubt, if you find any difficulty while solving these questions, so you people are free to ask me in the Zoom session. Okay, now this is the question of division. So exercise 2.7 is related with division of fractions. Okay, so or decimals. Okay, so 0.4 when divided by 2, so 0.4 when divided by 2 can be written as like this. Remove this decimal and put 10 on the denominator. So 2 2s are 4, so you have 2 divided by 10. So again 10, that means 1 0 is in the denominator, so put a decimal before 2. That means after decimal I have one digit is equal, first you need to count the number of zeros in the denominator and put a decimal before that much digits. from the extreme right hand side. Like you have 10 here, so you count one digit from the extreme right hand side and put a decimal. Like in this example, this is 0.35, so 0.35 divided by 5, this can be written as, remove this decimal and put 100 in the denominator. Okay, now you all know that 5 sevens are 35, right? 5 sevens are 35, so you have 7 divided by 100. Now count number of zeros. So two zeros are in the denominator, so you need to write this like this, 0.07, right? So for that you need to put a 0 before 7 and then you put a decimal, right? You can even check this thing by manually dividing the by manually dividing 7 by 100 like this. When you divide 7 by 100, so obviously 7 is less than 100, so I put decimal here and 0. But again 70 is less than 100, so I put 10 here and 10. Now I can write 100 sevens are 700, so you will get the same answer, that is 0.07. Okay, I hope even this thing is clear to you all, right? Note it down fast. Now the next question is question number 4. 7.9 when divided by 1000, so 7.9, so you can write 79. You just remove this decimal and put a 0 in the denominator, so you can write 79 divided by, how many zeros are in the denominator? 4 zeros, so 1 2 3 4, but you have only 2 digits in the numerator, so first you need to put 2 zeros in the numerator and then 79, and then you need to put a decimal before 0079. So this is your answer. Okay, so first you need to count the number of zeros in the denominator, make the values equals to number of zeros in the numerator and put a decimal before that. Okay, now similarly I'll take one more example, that is, the question is this is 26.3 divided by 1000, so when I remove this decimal I'll put a 0 in the denominator. Now I have 263 divided by 1 2 3 4. Again I have 4 zeros in the denominator, but this time I have 3 digits in the numerator, so 4 digits are required. For that I just put 0 before 2 6 3, and then before these 4 digits I put one decimal here. Okay, so this is my answer. Any doubt? So please note it down fast. I hope all these questions are easy. I mean, I don't think you have any problem in this, but if you have any doubt, you people are free to ask me in the Zoom session. Okay, but before that you all need to watch these videos better. Okay, now now I'm going to start some questions of exercise 3.1, which is data handling. Okay, so okay, I'll write the topic here. So this is data handling. These questions are related with data handling. Okay, okay, so these are the questions related to data handling, exercise 3.1. Okay, now find the mean of first 5 whole numbers. So first of all, what are whole numbers? The whole numbers that I start with 0, right? And we need to calculate the mean. So mean is also known as average. Okay, so mean is nothing but the average. Okay, students, so okay, I'll write with some different color. So mean is nothing but the average. Mean is also known as average. So average of first 5 whole numbers. So whole numbers, first 5 whole numbers are, so first I'll write here, first 5 whole numbers, first 5 whole numbers are 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4, right? Now take mean of these. So average is, or you can write mean is equals to sum of the observations divided by total number of observations. So you have 5 whole numbers here, right? So divided by 5. So the summation of 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So when you sum up these values, 2 plus 1, 3, 3 plus 3, 6 plus 4, 10, that is 10 divided by 5. So 5 twos are 10. So the mean of first 5 whole number is equals to 2. Any doubt in this? Okay. So the whole numbers are who starts with that start with 0. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 are the first 5 whole numbers, and the mean is equals to sum of 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 divided by 5. 5 is the number of observations. Okay. Any doubt? Okay. Now question number 6. The marks out of 100 obtained by a group of students in a science test are okay. So these are the marks given to the students out of 100. Okay, find the highest and the lowest marks obtained by the student. Okay, you can arrange these marks. You can arrange these marks like this. So the minimum you can see here is 39, right? Minimum is 39. Then after 39, okay, I'm just cutting these values. So 39, okay, okay. Now the next value is 48, then 56. So then 48, then 56, then okay, okay. Now so the minimum value is 39, then 48, then 56. Then next value comes is 75. Okay. So now the next value is 75, then 76. Okay. 75, 76, then 81, then 81, right? Then the next value is 81, then 85, right? So you have 85 two times, so 85, 85, then 90 and then 95. Then so this is okay, so this is 85. Then the next is 90, then 95. Okay, so these are the values 90 and then 95. So the lowest and the highest marks obtained by the students, so you can easily observe from here that 39 is the minimum. So the lowest marks is equals to 39 and highest is 95, right? And highest marks is equals to 95, right? Please note it down fast first. Then you can calculate the range also. Then the next question is I'll take different color. So next is range. Okay, range is maximum minus highest minus lowest value, highest minus lowest. So this is 95 minus 39. So 15 minus 9 is 6 and 8 minus 3 is 5. So the range is 56, right? So the range is 56 marks, right? Note it down fast. mean marks obtained by the group. Now you need to calculate the mean marks. So first you add all these values, then divide the number of observations, and the number of observations are, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So number of observation, total number of observation are equals to 10, right? So now the third and the last question for the day is mean marks. Mean marks. So mean marks is equals to sum of all these observations, okay? So you will write 39 added with 48, 56, 75, 76, 81, 85, then 85, then 90 and 95. So first you need to add all these values and then divide it by 10, total number of observations, right? Now you need to add all these values and the sum is equals to 730, okay? 730 divided by 10, so this is equals to 73 marks. So the average or the mean marks of the class of the students is equals to 73 marks. I hope all these questions are understood by you. If not, you people are free to ask me in any other Zoom session, okay? Okay, note it down fast. Okay, students. So we will cover all the other questions in the later classes, okay? But before that, watch these videos, submit your homework and attend your Zoom sessions, okay? Thank you, students.